Ladies and gentlemen and vector designers, we're going to do part 4. Very challenging, very challenging. Make sure that you just get ready for this. If you get frustrated, it's okay. Just take a little break, ask questions, and we'll figure it out. So this is already, by the way, this is already in the folder with my name on it, Creative Computers, Vector Design. So we're all good to go. Make sure yours is in the correct folder before you continue. And here's what we're going to do now. This is different than what we looked at before because now we have these corner anchor points. Very challenging. Corner anchor points, very, 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 very challenging. But we can do it. You're in good hands. Here we go. So I'm going to click on the pen tool. And so we're going to start our anchor point. And as usual, we're going to throw our rock up because if we want to go like that, we want our rock to go that way, we start by going up. So I drag straight up, and I can do it just by dragging straight up, or I can hit Shift, and the Shift key forces it to go straight up. And I probably want it to go up like that much, okay? And I release the mouse, release the mouse, yeah, release the mouse. So then I'm going to click, drag straight down. Now, watch this. I'm going to do it wrong. I'm going to click, drag straight down, and then I'm going to drag. Oh my goodness! Look, it's doing a curve. I'm going to make this a little bigger so you can see. So, and I'm going to change the color of the stroke. So I'm going to change the color of the stroke to red, to blue. Nah, what do I want? Green. Green. Oh, it didn't show. Well, of course it didn't because I'm in the wrong view. View preview. Okay, and then I'm going to change the stroke to 2 or 3. Let's see what looks good. 3 looks good. All right. So we don't want it to do that. It just assumes we want to continue our Bezier curve, right? But we don't want it to continue the Bezier curve. We want it to do a corner anchor point. Okay. So here's what we do instead. We click, we go straight up, and release. We click, we drag straight down, but we don't release. But now what we do is we press the Alt key on the keyboard. So you can't see me doing it. See that finger? That's pressing the Alt key on the keyboard, and I'm dragging straight up, right back on top of this one. Okay, and then I release the mouse key, the right key on the mouse, and then I release the Alt key. Okay, and then I go to the next one. I click and drag straight down, and then I press Alt, and I drag straight up, and then I release the mouse, and then I release the Alt key. So I just released there it is. I just released the Alt key. So I go to the anchor point, I click, drag straight down, Alt, drag straight up, release the mouse key with this hand, and then I release the Alt key with this hand. So click and drag, Alt, drag, and then release the mouse, and then I release the Alt, okay? And then I go down to the next one. I click, and I drag, and then I release, okay? And then again, as always, we want to click on this and get rid of so we can get rid of the butt cap, and if we want, we can give it a round corner. So if you could, I don't know if you noticed that corner rounded too, okay? So now you're going to have to come down here and try it again, okay? So we're going to press Control, click off so we're not connected to anything. So we're going to click, drag straight up, release, click, drag straight down, Alt, drag straight up right on top of it, release, and release. So I release the Alt key and release the mouse key. Click, drag straight down, Alt, drag straight up, release the mouse, release the Alt. It doesn't really matter what order you release them, I don't think. Click, drag, Alt, drag, and release the Alt and the mouse. And we're going to come over here, click, drag, Alt, drag. Now this one's hard, so you're going to have me come show you at your desk. And then right here, click, drag, and then we're done. Okay? All right, now the next one's tricky. Because we're going from a curve to a straight, back to a curve, to a straight, back to a curve. And so you have to tell it how to do that. So we're going to go click and, let's hit Control and Z to undo that. I have to press Control and click off of that thing. All right, so we're going to click, drag straight up. And again, I like to hit the Shift key because it forces it straight up. And then I release, click, drag straight down, release. Okay, release, release. Now, what I'm going to do is with my pen, I'm going to go find that anchor point. And by the way, I don't know if you can see this, but can you see the pen tool changed? It has like a little V on it. Okay, that's the convert anchor point tool. So it's switching tools. When I go over there, it's saying, oh, you want to get rid of this curve? Because look, so see this curve right here? If I click here, oh, I didn't do it. Let's try over again. I was talking to whatever I was doing. I was talking so much that I ruined it. Okay, so I'm going to click drag. Let me do it wrong first. Click drag, click drag. Now I come over here and I click. It's like, oh, there's a curve. I don't want the curve. I want to see that right there. I want to get rid of that. So if I could come over here and click on this tool and say, oh, I want to get rid of that curve like that. And so it's a straight, and it goes to a straight line. But that's not how we're going to do it. We're going to do it this way. So we're going to click on that. We're going to go to the pen tool. So we're going to click and hit Shift, and we're going to go straight up. And then we're going to click, go straight down, and release, release. All right, so my hands are free. I'm not touching anything. Ooh, I look like a wizard there. Ooh, I'm casting a spell. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to put my glasses on for this one. Makes me smarter. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I'm getting close. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my social distance here, but I gotta see what I'm doing here. All right, so I'm gonna click on that anchor point, and it's gonna change tools, and I click release, and then I come over here, and I click release. Okay, so I have my thing. Now, if I try, notice there's no handle, so there's no curve. I can't get a curve, so now I have to bring the curve back. So I'm going to go to that anchor point until it changes shape, and I'm going to click, and I'm going to drag straight down to get the curve going again. Release. So then I'm going to click, drag straight up, release. Okay, now I've got this handle here. I got to get rid of that handle. So I take my pen tool, and I go right back to there, and I click. I come right over here, click. Okay, but now I need to get the curve back, so I take my pen tool, and I click, drag straight up, release, click, drag straight down, release. Okay, and so we're going to do that whole thing again down here. Okay, and I'm going to press Control, deselect everything, and so I'm going to click, go straight up, release, click, drag straight down, release. I'm going to click on the anchor point, click, okay, release. I'm going to find that anchor point, click straight up. I'm going to click straight down. I'm going to get rid of that. Click, release, drag straight up, drag straight down, click, click. Got to get the curve back. You get the point. I think this is hard. I'll come help you individually. Okay, now make sure you save your changes. File, save your changes, and so you're going to show all of these to me. So this one, this one, this one, this one, not that one. So you're going to have to save all those and show those to me, and then we're going to do. So after this, now you're going to be ready for the Pear challenge, but I'm not going to put that video on. It has to be live. You have to be, because it's for a donut. So the Pear challenge is for a donut. So you can't do that. You can't practice ahead of time. You have to do it in class when I say. So at any rate, we'll go on to the Pear challenge next. All right, thanks, guys.